Alright folks, hello and welcome to another stream. Today we're going to be having some donation lists. This is donor list number 1. This one comes to you courtesy of Jean. And the premise for this list was I want white amulet. Okay, so we needed to have a white amulet list that had at least 3 Path to Exiles in the sideboard and 2 Rest in Peace. Those were the requirements. After that, everything is game. So what I decided to go with was something like this. We do have the 3 Paths to Exiles and the 2 Rest in Peace, and of course I added, just for good measure, a copy of Celestial Purge. I am always a big fan of this card in any kind of Titan deck. I think that it's very powerful, and it answers everything that we care about answering, so always excited to have Purge in my sideboard. What we have here is 3 Turn Timbers, and I've kind of adapted the mana in order to work with white. So because I actively want white sources, I thought, why not just play some Boros Garrison, and that also enables me to play Slayer Stronghold. So since I was doing this, Punt, of course, always having success with both Stronghold and Sunhome, so I cut the second Valakut to make room for a Sunhome. They are effectively colorless sources already, so just having a Sunhome over a Valakut probably not that big of a deal. We also have the 1 Temple Garden. Boy, would I love to have a Naya Triumph for this list, but unfortunately, I guess it's not Naya. I guess it's green, blue, and I guess it's 4 color. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't quite work. Anyway, but we don't have a Triumph, so green and white it is. It could be, I guess, green, white, and blue, but also that doesn't work. Whatever. But yeah, so we have the fetch lands. We have 2 fetch lands, Misty Rainforest and Windswept Heath, and the 1 of Temple Garden we can go get if we need all of the Omnath colors. Yeah, but we're not playing Omnath because I am refusing to play that stupid card. I'm playing a split of Gracer in Scout in the list. We're gonna see how that works out. This is something that I heard that House of Mana was doing over the weekend with Freedmania as well. So I kind of wanted to give it a shot. I otherwise would be going for Gracers, I think, in the current metagame, but that's kind of what it is. Sideboard has the second copy of Cavern, which I couldn't fit another copy in the main deck because, of course, I'm making room for the Turn Timbers and the white sources, so couldn't fit the 1 Cavern of Souls. I am, however, playing 2 copies of Field in the main deck, which is cool. 1 Pact of Negation in the sideboard. Maybe this shouldn't even be here, honestly. I have been liking Relic of Brigadiers and Grafdigger's Cage, but because we have access to Rest in Peace here, I am instead going to go for Biting Needle. Biting Needle, of course, very good against all the combo decks, and yeah, it's just okay against Planeswalker decks and stuff. Gaia's Blessing against Mill. I still respect Mill, and I think that just having the 1 card that turns a nigh unwinnable matchup into a positive one, it's probably worth it. Rex Sage, Tracker, 1 Force, and a couple of explosives. I'm still very scared of the Shadow deck, but of course this version of Amulet has a lot more answers thanks to the 3 Path to Exiles and the Purge, so I thought that it made sense to cut on at least one of these engineered explosives. We're gonna see how things go. Hopefully we get to do some winning. No Purge. There's Purge right there. Yeah. Of course, I always want to have Purge in my Amulet sideboards if I can support it. Alright, let's go. Yorion, the Sky Nomad, has been revealed. Man, this hand is so close. I'm gonna ship it. This hand is better. So we need a bounce land. I think I'm actually gonna bottom the Stacy here. No, I'm gonna bottom the Explorer. Yeah, let's bottom the Explorer. We just need a bounce line in order to make this hand work, so... Hey Torben Fosh, how's it going? It's blood winning the board. Keep this ship Explore. Definitely gonna be missing on the extra green bounce land that I'm not playing because I'm playing Boros Garrison. So that's gonna be sad, but I think I'm actually supposed to go turn 1 AmuLIT here. I don't know what my opponent's on with Yorion. What could Yorion be in Modern in 2020? I guess saying in 2020 doesn't really work because Yorion was actually sick in Modern in 2020. So I guess it were accurate to say on October of 2020. Probably some Omnath pile. Oh, 5-color Knave, that's what it is. 5-color Knave is what it is. Okay, so I guess I'm not scared of getting Thoughtseized on 1. Or not. Hashtag whitelisted, all of the memes that you want. All of them. All of them! Kusan995, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. The Prime sub is very, very appreciated. Udo is fine. Lol. Does this count as a natty bog? It kind of does, I guess. Whoo, baby. Whoo, baby. So we can double tighten them here. So this is actually lethal because we have what's his name in our deck. Because we have Boros and all the nonsense. It feels kind of good to 32 an opponent. It's been a minute since I've killed somebody with 32 damage. Such a pure amount of damage. Classic AmuLIT lines. Yeah, I know. Well, we can't hit it from 20 because they are 21 and they have a chump blocker, so... I didn't know how much I missed it until you actually slid it to them. I know, right? Oh man, it feels like getting to hang out with an old friend, you know? That you don't know how much you miss them, but then you see them and you're like, oh yeah, we were such good buds. We were such good buds. So happy to see you again, Sunhome. So happy to see you again, Sunhome. Hell yeah. Let's go. So happy for us that we get to hang out again, Sun Home. It's been a while. Yeah, let's go with this. Sun Home is our home. I know. Oh man. I'm about to tear up here, chat. I'm about to tear up. I am about to tear up right now. The hand the part that doesn't excite me about this hand is the fact that we are going to have to go to discard as is, but I think it's a strong enough hand that we're gonna have to keep it. Isn't Scout good versus control if they have Bolt? They have Ren and 6, which is even worse than Bolt. So Ren and 6 is an actual beating for us. Okay. This means we don't have to go to discard, which is very nice. They might like K-command us or something, but it's kind of fine, honestly. We can Titan next turn. They might be on Scape Shift. That's way too many white sources for them to be on Scape Shift. I think that they're just some 5-color Niv. That's where my bet is. I guess that's a card. Hey Scott, how's it going? Well, now we could Titan if we wanted to, but it's very risky because it would mean that we would have to go back for Azusa, so I think it's probably better for us to take it easy here. So I think I'm just going to play a bounce. Bounce here. I am kind of expecting to get gusted, but I didn't. Okay. Pass the turn. Pathing their own Gracer. A move that I'm all too familiar with. Bring to light for... what's his name? Okay. You're gonna path my Titan? I am way too confused about this. I just have nothing? Is that what's going on? So Valakut plus field, I guess? We still have one more land drop. So that is 1, 2. I think I'm just gonna pact right now. So 1, 2, yeah, let's just pact. Let's get cast Crumbling Vestige. We do get got by. Yeah, I actually should have gotten something else. This was potentially pretty bad, actually, now that I think about it. Because like we might get disputed or something. I guess that we can. Let's name Giant. So I guess we get to play around counter magic here. Alright, so they just have nothing. So Valakut plus Windswept Heath. Play Gracer. This Valakut U. Yes. Fetch. Breeding Pool. Valakut U. Feel dirty watching this. Good. Good. Timbergon has to say Titan. We have Dryad, so both. Yep. And the blue source is more important overall for our deck than the white source, so that's why I went for the breeding pool there. That was a great start. That was a really, really good start. It made me feel good. Hello, Stronghold, my old friend. AmuLIT, I'm coming. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hello, Sunhome, my old friend. It makes me feel good. Why did I ever stop playing Sunhome and Stronghold? I missed you guys. I missed you guys. I've come to haste with you again. I will also give you vigilance. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Stupid consistent mana base, I know. Gracias. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that means that we can turn 3 Titan now. If we pact for Asusa. Although we might be playing against nice. Good job, chat. Good job. Why packed what? Oh, just right. Yeah, I know. It was the better line. It was the better line. I missed it for a second there, but not the best line was to just naturally draw the Asusa, obviously. We might be playing against the deck with Magus of the Moon, though. Why did my opponent go turn 1 tapped Sacred Foundry when they had both Aether Vial and Thraven Inspector in hand? Those are the questions that keep me up at night sometimes. Why, opponent? Why? Mad Kid played Inspector Vial first time playing MTGO. Somebody has to teach him, Scott. I'm sorry it has to be me, but somebody has to teach him, right? I know that I could go for Pact for Dryad, but I think that my opponent... I can't keep doing this. Oh, this is great. Remember, chat, when I thought that I was gonna have to pact for my cards? Imagine pacting for your cards like an absolute idiot. Pacting for cards. Who does that? Who does that? Just pacting for the card you need? Like, why? Who would ever do that? So we still have one more land drop, so we can do Valakut Field here. I'm gonna kill the Inspector. They might have like ways to get value from it or whatever. Like Flicker Wisp and whatnot. It's getting to the point where I'm starting to actually feel a little bit bad. I gotta say, it's pretty powerful. Casting 0 mana Demonic Tutors every single turn, it's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful. 0 mana Demonic Tutors are quite strong. I highly recommend them. Highly recommend casting 0 mana Demonic Tutors. Would I rather have AmuLIT or an Explore? Probably AmuLIT. Because we have a solid amount of removal now, which is good. Sure. I'll just continue having unbeatable hands, don't mind me. Don't mind me. My opponent's gonna continue having casting Thraven Inspectors, and I'm just going to continue having this kind of hand, you know? To be fair, they could have Magus on turn 3, and if they have Magus on turn 3, then we might be in a little bit of trouble, because I'm kind of forced into playing this Dryad on 2. Ghost Squatter. Oh, we can beat Ghost Squatter. Is this an Arbiter? Stoneforge. We can definitely beat Stoneforge. When Matt wisps their Inspector, I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, and when they play this Batterskull, how am I supposed to beat this Batterskull, right? This is your donation, Sweatpants. Hell yeah. We have an absolutely delightful first match. Absolutely delightful first match where we got to do the thing in the best possible way. It was really exciting. Flagstones. OP. New avatar whenever allowed to battery control. You may search your library for a card. If you do shuffle your library, put that card on top. Sounds reasonable. Oh yeah. The almighty Aethervial. That. I'm playing around path. I'm not thinking about pathing about hasting here. So I'm just gonna go get probably Valakut and the Tolaria West. Okay, they didn't have path. All right. Let's pass. Let him flicker with the Inspector. Yeah, I know. Was here since the beginning. How after how's the White Splash feeling? Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, Sweatpants, but we were recording the Titan Talk cast earlier today, so I couldn't start at my usual 11 a.m. So I started. You didn't miss too much. You only missed the first match. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I also like that just splashing white kind of incentivizes me to play Stronghold, and then we won very spectacularly with Stronghold against my native opponent last game. So that was pretty cool. I think my opponent's planning to like upkeep, blow up my land or something. I think I'm gonna tap the Valakut here. They probably, if they were gonna do this, they should have done it the other way around. Yeah, they cannot win anymore. Wasn't that fun, chat? Wasn't that fun? In all seriousness, I think that the Taxes deck are very good right now, but I think that splashing any color in any Taxes deck is probably a cause that you very likely don't want to get into. Like the upside that you get for playing something like Sacred Foundry or whatever seems like it's just worse than the other thing. Also, if you're splashing red, that's very likely just for Magus, really. Like you get access to Lightning Bolt, but realistically it's just for Magus. And Like Magus plus Flagstone seems like a bad combo. Matt is gonna be a Ponza player now. Oh yeah, Sweatpants, if you wanna check out the podcast, that's it. It's gonna go live. It's gonna go up on Thursday, I think. Playing against the true hero. Sand is a little bit too slow. Sand is significantly better. By a lot, really. So we're definitely keeping this. Am I bottoming castle? I think I'm bottoming the forest. This means that it's important for me to play a 1 on 2. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bottom the castle and hope that we draw any land. Turn 1 Stacy, turn 2 lands, turn 3 Dryad, turn 4 Titan. Well. Remember when I bottomed that castle? Good thing I did. Sagot Triumph, so probably blue-black control of sorts. So cool that you can follow all the podcasts and Spotify. Yep. Sumer pile. Is that what we're calling this? Sumer pile? Chromatic aberration. Thank you for the follow. Okay, we're flooding a little bit here. Do we pass or do we jam this try? I think we just jam, right? Sumer pile is Sultai with red. Okay. Good to know. Probably push here or Assassin's Trophy. It's kind of okay. Would love for them to miss their land drop. Or for them to tap out. Either or would be great. Udo. Can we play around leak here? We can play around leak, that's nice. So if they have remand, we're gonna be in trouble, but we can play around leak very nicely. Guess that also helps to play around mana leak. So they're gonna get back Udo now. That kind of sucks. The good thing is that if they tap out for Uro, we're gonna get to resolve prime time. Please get put back the remand, because we can play through that remand very easily now. Yep, put it back. Do it. Sweet. So the only problem now is that they didn't play the Uro, which clearly means that they have access to something like a Cryptic. Foff. Yeah, right? This is fine. Okay. So if they tap out for remand here, we probably just win. Sweet. So we're definitely hasting. So Vesuva, Stronghold. Attack. We're going to Field of the Dead and Bojukibog, I think. Bog actually feels quite important here. No bucks to pay for. We still have Turn Timber. You got an Uro. Yeah, I don't know why they would jam Foff instead of Uro. I think that the reasoning for it was that Fire Spout. Sure. You do know that I'm gonna Titan you now, right? You do know that I'm gonna Titan you now. Yeah, they do know. They do know. Okay, so bug control. So we want Cavern. We want Tracker. Pact. I think we might actually want some number of purges for Ashiok and Ren. And maybe even some number of Path to Exiles for Uro. Maybe explosives. This is a big maybe. It's crazy how good Stacy was that game, right? How much value I got from her. I think I'm still gonna cut her though. Oh, Rest in Peace. I think I might actually like against this deck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that maybe Rip might work. We can cut some castles. Gracers out and let's just do this. Blessing and make them shuffle her back. Nah, that's a little bit too narrow, unfortunately. Well. Turn to a Rip, let's go. Having naturally drawn our basic, not great, but... Like how Timber allows you to get some lands without really going down lands. Yeah, it's pretty great. That is the worst draw in the entire 60. Am I supposed to play a second Rip? I think so. I don't think that they have explosives against me, and playing the second one means that they cannot do something like end of turn, blow up your Rip, and then like do stuff, you know? Okay. Let's play this. Maybe force an activation of Field of Ruin. I don't know. Doesn't matter too much, honestly. I just wanna play differently named land for for field. Cryptic, bounce your amulet. Well, that's a waste of a cryptic command. Definitely happy to see that. If they tap out here, I am going to... I don't think they have discard spells, right? So I could pact for Titan now, playing around. I think I'm going to, yeah, let's do it. Onset nonsense with the Prime sub. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold Onset nonsense. Thank you for sharing that Prime love. Vorapede, thank you for the follow too. Maybe they have force for this. It would be a little bit annoying. But maybe it's not annoying enough. They're down to 2 cards. So one of those cards better be Aether Gust. It's a lot of Sombos. That is a lot of Sombos. Is that lethal Sombos? It might not be lethal Sombos. So definitely doing field, and what? We have T-West in hand already. Bog doesn't do anything. Ghost Quarter? Simic Growth is interesting too. That's the Simic Growth. Oliver D with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Oliver. 18 months. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Sure. We still get the 2 Sombos there. We lose to Cryptic. I guess, no, we're just Dobbs, right? Yeah, we're actually just Dobbs because of the fetch land. Yeah, we're just Dobbs. Alright. Feels bad, man. Just getting Steel Head Old East. Yep. Yep. We keep this. Giant. Just gonna develop mana here. Wouldn't drive it better to reset it to giant? It's the same. It doesn't really matter. So giant here again. Then explore. Rest in peace. Why not? I'm going to transmute now, but I'm trying to see what my opponent's hand looks like, right? So I'm trying to do stuff, hiding what I'm truly planning to do, which is this. I think that they just have growth spiral. Trophy. Wow, they waited all the way until the end to trophy? That is not correct. We know about this already, so I'm just gonna go for it now. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably gonna get gusted here. But we can't really die. And we can Titan next turn again. So it's like we did get time walked, but kind of also did my opponent because they're not pulling ahead. Not playing our own swan song. No, not playing our own swan song. I am a noob though. What are you doing, opponent? I mean, if they were going to do that, then they should have done it earlier. If that was their line, then they should have done it before I played the Titan. Got a Wrath. What do you got here? 3 mana, gain 3. 3 mana explore that gains 3. Okay. I can beat that. I like how Rest in Peace is complicating it. Yeah, it used to be fine against control, and right now it's just nuts. Like Mystic Sanctuary no longer works. Udo no longer works. Factor Fiction is a lot worse. There's so much stuff that this thing is doing just by sitting there. It's pretty wild, honestly. It's pretty crazy, honestly. Ren also bad, that's true. So like all of their value engines use the graveyard in some way or another. The only one that doesn't is Omnath, but even against Omnath, once you don't have the recoverability, then it's not that easy to hit all of your land drops. and it's not that easy to hit your land drops quickly, right? Like without Udo, it's pretty tough for them to make multiple land drops in the same turn. There's like Udo and Growth Spiral are the only things, and I guess our Promise. Hope Path have something against Omnath. I mean, it's tough. I think against an Omnath deck, I probably might still bring it in, just because it's so important. We actually discussed that in the cast today, how important it is to get rid of Omnath. To the point where I am considering Aethergust as a cyber card against them. People seem to focus on Nemo since the name of the deck. We renamed the deck to Arboreal Grazer. Arboreal Scout. That's the ideal naming convention. So we're on the play. Let's keep this. So this is a turn 3 Azusa, turn 4 Titan. We have multiple ways of speeding this up. Spire Bluff Canal. Oh yeah, Blue-Ray Prowess apparently had a really good weekend. Speaking of ways to speed this up. We're still not gonna get to Titan, but now when we do get to Titan, it's gonna be a lot better. So this bounce, Sousa, play this, and I'm gonna copy my opponent's Spire Bluff Canal. So even if the Azusa dies, no, I guess we can't get to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we do get haste here. It's gonna be pretty good. The question is, am I supposed to block this Swift Spears or no? No, in the main, no. Jeez. So I think I'm gonna have to chump. Quadruple Metamorphose? You have to be kidding me. There's no way they do the quadruple Metamorphose. Oh. So we can double Titan, but I think that gaining the 5 life is just gonna be way more important than double Titaning. Dryad. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. So we're gonna do Stronghold Vestige? Is Vestige better? Yeah, Vestige better than red, white, haste, vigilance, attack, Valakut, and I think I'm gonna get a fetch land here because it allows me to, like, even if they have another mutagenic growth, I get to kill this thing for good, which is probably the only way that I lose this game here. Thoughts on the new Valkyrie art from Zendikar Expeditions? I mean, it's not OG art, so it's worthless to me. Oh, it's pretty sick. Ew, please join the party. Please join the party, folks. Gracer's great. It's great, sir. Yeah. I know. What about the lunch party art? That's technically OG. I don't know what that is. They play Moon, so that's why considering Sage. Maybe Force is just better than Sage. Because Sage is kind of a... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Force. Go Squatter. Gracer is good. We can shape one Pact. Yeah, Blue Red has always run Aether Gust. I think it's pretty bad in their deck. But, I mean, it kind of is what it is. We don't even have a white source with this. I think we're going to ship it. This is certainly better. Now keep and bottom the Stronghold or the Vesu. I guess I want the Stronghold to be in my deck, so... Soul Scar. Definitely not holding Gust, opponent. Nothing to see there, huh? I wonder if they run Blood Moon still. Bolt my face. I think I'm pathing this. Maybe I got hasty. Copying the basic there is not particularly exciting, but it allows me to play around Blood Moon a little bit. Shocking. All right, this this is probably gonna be fine, I guess. I guess this is going to be fine, huh? The 5-mana Stormwing entity, not that impressive, if you ask me. Do we have lethal? We don't have lethal because we use 1 land drop, but we can do Valakut plus bounce. Even if they have mutagenic growth, we still have outs there. They didn't have mutagenic growth, so I think I'm just going to... Let's just play around Blood Moon. Like, this is just fine. Like, my opponent can't probably kill me from 12 without those things. Was Rurik ever playing AmuLIT? Yes, it was. It was pretty good back when KCI was a deck. I bet you missed that Hornet Queen right about now. No, not really. As you can see, we are doing significantly more powerful stuff than Hornet Queen. Way more powerful stuff than Hornet Queen. The days of Hornet Queen have unfortunately disappeared. How is that playing around Moon? Because we have 2 basic forests, so we don't die to our own pack trigger. That's how that is playing around Moon. I could purge this, but yeah, that doesn't achieve too much. That doesn't work the way you want it to. Does a Suda copy basic count as basic? Yes. Yes, it does, as long as you do that before the Blood Moon comes into play. Spike with the raid, 242 people. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Playing a donor list. Thanks, dude. How did the stream finish up? How did the miracling? I have miracled a lot today. I have miracled a lot. I have felt like I have cast multiple free demonic tutors throughout this league. Miracles felt solid, yeah. I knew that you yesterday. I think that you were like 9-1 or something over 2 leagues, and then yeah, today I think that you went like 3-2 a couple of times. That's until I watch at least. But we recorded the podcast earlier today, so I had to stop watching. This is deep in Bolt Land territory, yeah. Let's see if we can get that 5-0. Would be nice to get a 5-0 with a dono list. It always feels great when that happens. Keep. Now the question, I think we just have to go for, we just have to shock because we need a double blue to T-West. $14-6 today, jeez. To be fair, you are like literally the only person in the world to be winning with that deck, so it doesn't surprise me that you would do very well with it. So we're gonna name Giant and play this. We're gonna play the Dryad, but I guess that I'm not gonna play this Tolari West because we can transmute it for a castle or a bounce land. Okay, so opponent is either on AmuLIT or green-white. Probably green-white, because I don't think anybody else is playing. This is splashing white like I am. Pretty unlucky. Pretty unlucky. Disgruntled Elk, thank you for the follow. I think we have to do that though. Going to go for Simic Growth Chamber. Play, bounce, replay, name a Giant, play another Stacy. And I guess it's a free attack, so. So now if we draw any untapped land, we're going to very likely just win the game. Any untapped land is what we're looking for, or a bounce land. A bounce land also does it. Probably have their own Dryad. Slow roll, drum roll. Are we gonna find the land? Are we gonna find the land? No land. No land. If they have Land Titan, we are very likely just dead. I don't know. I did set myself up in the best possible way, but we know that one of their cards is a land, so they do have Titan mana. That is confirmed. Fine, reclaim me when you should you search. I cannot answer that question because it's very like specific game dependent. So there's, if I give you any like rules, then you're just going, I'm doing you a disservice. Like you just have to learn to play the deck and find where those scenarios are and how you can figure those scenarios out. Like you just have to think. You just have to think and figure out where the correct spot for everything is. Archon is actually pretty annoying here. Archon is super annoying here. Brutal. Well, if I could back for a land, that land would have entered tapped and I would be in the same spot, right? So backing for a land doesn't really get me anywhere. I think that we're there. We just need to draw any land. Sure, I'll take a free Archon, I guess. Did they find the Titan? Reclaimer is also kind of a big deal. Okay, so that's it. They have no more cards in hand, but they do get rid of my Dryad. Gonna take 2. Come on! Any land. Literally any land in my 34 land deck. Any land in my 34 land deck will get me there. And I just cannot find it. Brutal. I guess that this actually does matter in case they have they top deck a bounce land or a Vesuva. If they found a Vesuva or I guess it has to be Vesuva, I guess. But Vala could also bounce. Woo! Okay. Holy crap, okay. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. So I think my opponent has Path to Exile in hand. Yep, there we go. So because they have Path, what is the best way to go about this? We can haste, we still have a land drop. We attack it, Valakut plus... Yeah, so we're gonna get to kill one of the Dryads. I guess that we can play Misty and kill two of the Dryads, maybe? So we do this. Haste, bounce, attack. Oh no, we did play one land so far. So this and Sanctuary. Wait, did I miss lethal? Valakut is definitely not worthless. You just saw why. Okay, so Path is good. These are good too, and maybe one explosives at most. Don't you have one more land drop after Dry? No, that's just not how it works. Pact of Negation? No, you don't want Pact of Negation in this matchup. It's really tough to leverage Pact of Negation. Stacy's good, Gracer is not great. I guess we actually do have 35 lands, not 34. I don't think we want more than one EE. Needle for Reclaimer? Nah, I don't think that's how you want to fight this fight. Particularly because my opponent is probably going to be playing Apparitions. And that just means that they Apparition the thing and then they start activating Reclaimer. So they don't really even care that much. This is kind of interesting. I don't think I can win really with that. This is a lot better. And I think that we're gonna bottom the Path. Yeah. Just trying to respect Reclaimer. Yeah, but like it's not that good of a way to respect Reclaimer, it's my point. Right? My point is that you're not really respecting Reclaimer that well because your opponent just plays they just play whatever and like the Reclaimer is active again. Play Dryad. Play this. I think I was supposed to path on upkeep. I'm got an MTG phone app. When I finish, could I send it to you for free? Yeah, for sure, GeForce. This is fine. This means that Reclaimer is not gonna be as good. I think they're trying to figure out whether they should path me or not. I mean, they probably should. Titan would be a good draw. Yeah, there's the path. Okay, so they got Flagstones, which means that we're probably just gonna be pathing this thing. So this kills Dryad. And next turn we Titan. Apparition? It is Apparition. Alright. This is really interesting. We're gonna have access to 4, so it's mostly like whether my opponent's gonna path me here. So I think it has to be... we only have access to 1 blue source, but we already have the other field. I think I'm gonna go for field plus Tolaria West here. This means that blue sources are gonna be good. And bounce lands are also gonna be good, but I also... Don't you play field? If I play field, I cannot cast Titan. Because I needed to play Ghost Quarter as my 6th land. The AmuLIT is gone, right? I missed a follow by David Greeneby. Okay. So 2 things. We did get to Titan first. And also, not only did we get to Titan first, but also our Titan finds Dryad. That also means that we're gonna get a shit ton of zombies. The fact that we have an answer to a Dryad makes me think that we might be in okay shape here. If we didn't have an answer to the Dryad, I would probably think that my opponent is ahead, but since we do, I think we're gonna be fine. After countless YouTube videos, how's it go? Hey, David Greeneby, thank you. Welcome to the stream, then. Thank you for checking out the videos. And it's going well. We might be about to 5-0 this league with this donation list by João. Okay. We also get a 1-1 Poggers. So 1. And my opponent is gonna get... They can make a bunch of zombies, but it just doesn't matter. I could go squatter them, but like we are ahead in the zombie race because we have Azusa, so they should have answered your Titan unless they have. Yeah, that's my thought process here. It's very likely that they do have the Dryad here. But yeah, not answering the Titan is a little bit sketch. What is this? Second Titan? Second Titan doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is kind of irrelevant. This matchup brings back Once Upon a Time memories, yeah. Those were the days. I guess they could have Path. That's the only thing, realistically, that they could have that it would be annoying. And actually, them having Path would be another reason for them not to trade Titans. But they did have a second Titan. That's weird. Gargantuan Turtle, thank you for the follow there. So they're gonna go off with zombies, but it doesn't matter too much. Just yield to those. Yield to that. Am I gonna pact for Titan? I'm gonna pact for Dryad, I think. Because we can do that post attack. They bounced Flagstones. Yeah, so that probably means that they have a Dryad. Or maybe Apparition? My opponent says that they misplayed. I don't know what they said that it was a misplay. Getting bounce land? They don't have any more bounce lands, so they're going to run out of lands. Oh, they say that they stacked in the wrong order. Did it matter? It didn't really matter. We're gonna get a lot of zombies, but kind of doesn't matter. We can out-zombie them very easily here. Technically, they could have 2 Path to Exile, so... After watching you for countless hours, I fell in love with AmuLIT and wanted to ask you if you maybe could take a look at my list. Yeah, sure. There is a deck list function. Like I guess it's not a deck list function. It's what is it? Like a deck function that you can use. I think that we attack first, actually. Channel reward, yeah. So we attack with all of that. Going to get Valakut, and I guess that we get Vesuva. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still get Ghost Quarter. Seven. It's gonna trade with 7. Yeah, we're fine. We can actually just go for. I'm interested in using this to copy my own Vesuva. To copy my own Valakut, sorry. So 1, 2, 3. I guess actually I might leave myself dead to a path to exile. So all the zombies strayed. We still have 3 land drops, so this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is fine. So play this. Get Zombos. Bounce. Transmute. So we still have the second Tularia, so we can go with another Titan. Mind Sensor? Well, that's good. Okay, change your plans now. Now we have to out-zombie them. When you get got by your own tech, I know. Damn it. Feels bad, man. Maybe I should have played Sun Home. I mean, I'm going to be using Force here, but so I want them to search for the second Valakut, which doesn't do anything in this situation before I go Squatter. Gonna turn off the yields. In response to trying to trigger, because I want my opponent to make their searches thinking that the Dryad is going to survive. Now that I do this, I can go squatter the land. But otherwise, if I kill the Dryad, my opponent knows to get like ghost quarters and stuff, and then we get to be even. Like by doing this, if I find the bounce land, we're super far ahead on zombie production. And now, after all of this beautiful stack, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we get to go to blocks. All the Valakut triggers fizzle, all the other triggers happen. I do get a reasonable amount of zombies. But now we get to trade with the... This Mind Sensor is still a huge, huge deal. Something good? I mean, it's 3 zombies. And my zombies have double strike. Claw Pact, it's because of Demonic Pact. But my opponent doesn't have Vesuva, they don't have a bounce land. You know, they put in tokens on Blast Zone, I think. Wait, up to 5? Why? Come with the Spirit Double Strike. Yeah, I know. I'm probably more interested in making one of my zombies survive. So we're gonna take 10 here. Knight of Autumn. That doesn't do too much. We need like a bounce land. Shit. Condre1, thank you for the follow. YOLO! Also YOLO. That would have been great. This Mind Sensor was backbreaking. We would have won this game so easily without that Mind Sensor. Are we just Dobbs? Yeah, we're just Dobbs, right? We have 4 blockers. Yeah. Ale Boy is thinking about the follow. I know you're a drummer by trade, but is the passing of Van Halen devastated? I honestly don't care for Van Halen. I was never a big fan of that band. Man, that was brutal. Okay. If they have a Splinter Twin on one, this hand might be a little bit slow, but overall I think it's probably fine. It's probably an okay keep. Bounce land is our best draw. I'm probably going to have to play Triad just for mana fixing. Why do we keep Bog? Because sometimes it's relevant. Because of Reclaimer. It's not very likely, but like it's probably better than a Cavern of Souls. They now friends like Bruce are probably so confused by like the Splinter Twin reference. Oh yeah. So I call turn 1 Reclaimer into turn 2 Flagstones. I call that Splinter Twin because it's basically as powerful and it just wins the game. So it's kind of an ongoing meme on the stream. Brutal. Man, missing land drops to losing games to missing land drops is just so brutal. We would be so far ahead if we had access to just lands. Just something as silly as just stupid lands. There's the Mind Sensor, which is completely devastating here. Well, it's not one that I was expecting. All right, no 4 and no for no 5 and no for us. We were already missing land drops and then we got boiled and we just still cannot find lands. 35 lands. I guess post board I sided up to 2 of these. I guess it's 33 right now. But more than half of my deck is lands. All right. 104.3A indeed. That sucks, man. That sucks. Like I was. Ugh. I was feeling good about that, and then just like losing both games to like never finding land drops in your 35 land deck always feels awful. Like, how many more lands am I supposed to play, right? Like, I'm playing 35 and I still... Yeah, of course. I was actually quite impressed at how good Rest in Peace was against the silly Udo deck, so... It was cool. It was cool. I wonder at what point... what will be the point at which Gaia's Blessing is just a card that we should just cut? I wonder what is the point at which that's supposed to happen. I love how the boil that my opponent played was completely irrelevant and we were going to lose that game regardless. How did you feel in the past in relation to this member? Well, I'm already not playing this member, right? So it was most like a matter of I am using Path instead of the third explosives and some other stuff. Like I'm only playing one Force of Vigor. I'm not playing Aether Gust, which I was playing in my other list. So, but yeah, I mean, like this is we definitely got a little bit lucky because like we never had white mana issues. We have a grand total of 10 sources. Let me put them over here. These are all the white sources that we have access to in this list, and I couldn't really make room for any more. So like that's what we have. Like we have access to this many sources. Of course, Dryad fixes your mana, obviously, but yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Joan, for the donation. What AmuLIT is as good as ever. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed that. That's gonna be it for this stream, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.